Hey guys, my name is Freedom. Today I'm going to show you how to create the full 3D animation in Blender 3.6 for your 3D avatar that included the body motion, the walking motion that follow the path and curve, and also auto-generates the lip sync, blend shape animation, the shape key animations, and we also can call it as morph animations for your 3D avatar, the facial expressions, etc. Then render it as a video and also export to Unreal Engine. The FBX that exported to Unreal Engine will include the body motion, the walking path motions, and also included all of the morph targets, blend shape, the shape key animations. So in this tutorial, actually this is really a full course for your animation pipeline in Blender 3.6. So start from now, I'm going to show you step by step. Alright, now you can see I already have a FBX 3D avatar. And then this FBX 3D avatar, I show you here. Right now, this FBX 3D model, actually I created by using the Vroid Studio. And so the prerequisite, you must know how to create a 3D avatar. And if you don't know how to create a 3D avatar, you please check my previous tutorial. I already published a really awesome tutorial before. So this is the first link that I share in my video description. You can scroll down, go to my video description to click the first link if you don't know how to create a 3D avatar and export as FBX yet. Once you click into the first link, it will link it to my website here. How to create a 3D avatar just in 1 minute. Take it easy. This is a full tutorial for 3D modeling to create a cartoon avatar. And now I already finished this step. I already know how to do. And then I already exported as FBX 3D model. This one, the model 01, that I'm going to use this as the demo in this tutorial. Now, I open my Blender 3.6. The Blender 3.6. This is the latest version for today. And now I'm going to import this 3D avatar. This one. The Blender is still loading. Just wait for a while. Now, the first step, when it loads into the Blender, I press A to delete everything first. I don't want to see all of this, so it's cool. Next, I click File, Import, FBX. This FBX I created, I already saved it at here. So I just copy this destination location, Control C to copy, to get the model 01, and then I paste it here, Control V and press Enter. Load the model 01 FBX into Blender. And then in your Blender, you can click here to turn on the texture. Now this is a perfect model. And check the shape key, you can see here. You click the face first, then click these buttons. The shape keys are here. These 3D models that I created by using the Vroid Studio, it automatically included the shape keys of the facial expressions. You can see this is the angry, the fun, joy. But in today's tutorial, the most important is the mouth talking animation. We can call it the lip sync. To open the mouth, to start talking like this. So the shape key is here. Later, I'm going to show you how to import the voice. It can be an audio file that you pre-recorded by using your microphones or any of the text-to-speech file. It can be MP3, WAV. Once you import it, it automatically will detect the sound wave and convert it to become the talking animation like this. So this shape key is very important. And then the next step, you have to go and install the Rokoko plugin. Install the Rokoko plugin. You can scroll down, go to my video descriptions, click into the second link, install the Rokoko plugin. This is a free plugin that released. You can download it from the official site. And the third link is a tutorial how to install the Rokoko plugin. So now this is the second link. Download the Blender's plugin of the Rokoko, and then check here how to install the Blender's plugin. This is a really step-by-step guide to show you how to install this plugin. Right. If you already successfully install the Rokoko plugin in your Blender, if you press N, you should be able to see the Rokoko plugin is here. So once if you've done this, next we are going to find a walking animation. Find it from Mixamo. You can check my fourth link in video description. Log into the Mixamo to get a walking animations. So now I will show you step by step. I go to the mixamo.com. Make sure you log in with your Google account. For this time, I log in. Continue with Google. And then search a walking animation here. I type it walking. Alright, choose a proper file because this is a female 3D avatar, so we choose a female walking style in place. You must make sure you take in place to make sure it is at the center always. Here, check it out. If you want it to have a mirror effect, you can just choose another way to flip the whole animation. If you feel satisfied, then just click download and check all this. The FBX binary with skin is okay. Frames per second. Just click download. Then you can see it already successfully downloaded into the download folder. So for this time, just close the Mixamo because the Mixamo is a real-time animations GUI. It is going to run your GPU to load this. So just close it. Next. Just go to check your download folder. Move your mouse cursor down. Check the File Explorer. Right-click it. Alright. Right-click, then go to the download folder. You can see the walking animation is at here. Double-click and check. This is the Mixamo walking animation. And next, we are going to use the Rokoko plugin to retarget these walking animations on our 3D avatar. So I go to the Rokoko. Before that, you have to import the walking animation. I click import the FBX. And then I import from my download folder. The walking animation is set here. Just double click it. It is going to import it. And now you can see just now the armature. This is your 3D avatar. Make sure do not see any of the armature words set here because during you export it, if the name is armature, then it will be some problems in FBX. So just name it properly. For the first one is your Vroid Studio avatar. You can click and press F2 to rename it. So I name this as model 01. And then the Mixamo, this one, walking animation. Just name it properly, walking animation. Right, now, next, we are going to retarget it. Just press N to call out the Rokoko plugin. Then you can see the retargeting. Click the retargeting. The source, you pick the skeletons of the Mixamo walking animation. Just click here to choose it. Then the target you have to make sure you pick the model 01's skeleton. Then click build bone list. This Rokoko plugin, it will automatically detect the Mixamo's animations, the Mixamo's skeleton. And also it will automatically detect the Vroid Studio's skeleton, the Vroid avatar. So you no need to do any of the retargeting, the bone retargeting job. You can just scroll down, click retarget animation, everything will be fine. The Rokoko plugin is so powerful. Now you can see you already successfully retargeted. So once you click play, see, you already successfully retargeted. Once done already, you have to delete everything from Mixamo. The walking animation, you expand it, click the first and hold the shift, click the last one. Press delete button to delete everything. We only want this. Right now. Next, you can just press N to just hide the Rokoko plugin. Right, next, we are going to create a path animations. But before that, I'm going to create a plane here. I click add, mesh, I add a plane. I press S to make it bigger, like this. Next, I'm going to give this a texture. Give this plane a texture. Now we check it. I have this picture. This is a JPG picture. I'm going to attach this as the texture here. So select it. I click here to add a new material. The base color, click this button. Select the image texture. Then click open. Open the locations. You can direct copy the folder's location, Ctrl C to copy, and then click here, Ctrl V to paste and press enter. Then select this. By default, it will show you in the detail, but you can click here to see the thumbnail. Here, double click. Now you can see it really attach it as the texture. This is the new material. Now done. Next, we are going to assign this 3D avatar to walk with a path. So the first step, just click add a curve, add a path here. Then just make sure you click and select it. The path is here, the nerd's path. Then from the object mode, you switch it to edit mode. Then move your mouse cursor here to make sure you turn on the normal. So temporarily, you back to the object mode and hide this plane. You can just hide it because now you cannot see this path clearly. So just back to the edit mode again. Now you can see the direction. These arrows are the direction. So we want to draw a curve for this avatar to walk across the terrain. So now, in order to draw the path, you have to make sure you switch like this. Click the Z to make sure the view is on XY plane. If like this, then if you draw, for example, you extrude it, then it can be any directions. This is totally wrong. So Ctrl Z. We just want to look into the XY plane. And the whole thing, if you select and press G, you can just edit it, move it. Then during you want to edit again, just Z. Sorry, you have to make sure you click Z to view in XY plane. So now I'm going to start to draw the curve. You can see I select the first one. I press E. It is going to extrude the path. This is the walking path. The existing one, you also can press G to just move it. Now you can see this is the walking path. Your avatar is going to start from here and walk across here, and your avatar should be end up at here. The walking animation starts to walk, follow the path, and end up at here. So once you already successfully finished drawing and satisfied already, switch back to the object mode. Now you can see a path at here. Next, you activate the plane again, and then make sure you click. Just now you hide this plane. If you've seen it, then you click the path. You have to make sure you move it up above the plane. You press G, you can move it, but at the same time you have to press G to make sure you only move it up and down. This is the Z axis. Press G to make sure you can see the path, and then you can move it again like this. Make sure you can see the whole path. Then next we want to make sure this avatar walk on this path like this. So we have to assign the skeletons, assign the walking animation on this path. First I will click the path and hold the shift, click the skeleton, then Control P, wrong. If you cannot see any of the path constraint, then wrong. You have to reverse it, click the skeleton, hold the shift, click the path, and Control P. Then if you can see path constraint, then that is correct, choose this. So the correct way, again, you have to select the skeleton first, hold the shift, select the path, Control P. Control P, path constraint, done. Next you have to only select the skeleton. Go to the constraint, choose the -Y here, forward axis -Y, follow the curve, and then click animate path. Then press play. You can see now this avatar walk and move, follow the curve. Next, you back to the first frame here, and then check this line, check this curve, click select this curve, and check here. The path animation, it is 100. So that means the end of the curve will be at 100. See, this is the meaning. If the frames you choose 150, that means the whole motion follow the path, it will end up at 150. But before that, just move your mouse cursor to here, and then move it down to open one more. You choose from the timeline to non-linear animations. Then expand this out. We want to make sure this animation will cover until every frame. So scroll down until you can see action clip, and scroll down again. We want this motion to just repeat, because you can see if you play, this walking animation will stop here and the whole avatar will just slide on the curve. So we want to duplicate this. This repeat, you drag it like this. Alright, to cover all of the frames. Then if you play, this avatar can just walk, keep on walking at the end here. And then now you can see the frames is 150. And we try to play. It has the sliding effect, sliding. You can see this foot sliding on the floor. So to avoid this, we increase the frame of the path. Here we put it as 200, and that's it again, try to play. Alright, still have a little bit sliding. We put it 250, just have a look. Play. Now it is better. And then you can see it will end up at here 250 frame. It is exactly same as here, the end 250. Of course, this frame you can put 300. So because of now everything look okay, the walking animation should be okay now. And then next, we click the path again to make sure we lift it up. Just because of during walking, you can see the foot already buried into the floor. So we want to move this up. We press G, and then press G to make sure it is only lift up and down like this. Then check again to make sure the foot is still on the floor. Alright, you look at this leg, this still have a little bit of sliding. So we can increase the frame here. We put it as 270 and just observe it still sliding or not. Alright, so maybe I put 300 and check again. This one you have to adjust manually. So now it should be okay. It is going to end up at here. Alright, so if the frame is 300, then this number here, the end should follow this number. So the path animation frame is 300, then the end should be 300. You have to always follow. And then check again your timeline to make sure that the repeated actions is end up have to cover until 300 frames. So the repeat, make sure it cover until 300 frames to let everything look normal. Have a look. Play. Now you can see this avatar is walking on this path. Everything look natural and it automatically end up at 300 frames. It is going to stop here. Perfect. Now, so in this tutorial, I already show you how to create the body motions and let this avatar to walk, follow the path. And next, I'm going to show you how to create the lip sync by using the sound, your sound recording, your talking sound, your voice. You record by using your microphone, or you can generate the voice by using the text to speech, what we call TTS. Now, just have a look. I already have a sample voice, and this is the WAV file, the WAV file. Just check it.
Hi, my name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
Actually, this voice file, this audio file, I generated by using the text to speech. So I have another tutorial. How to create the text to speech. So I will add it here. You can just go to my video description to check the tutorial how to generate text to speech audio. So actually it is in my website. I direct give you the link. Freedom 3D.art. I will search it in my website. Actually, the tutorial is already there. I search it text to speech. Right, this one. To make your life easy, I copy this link and I already put it in my video description. You can just check the fourth link. So in this tutorial, I'm not going to show you how to create a TTS because I'm going to direct show you how to use the existing audio file.
My name is
to generate the lip sync in Blender. It is pretty easy. All right, now just have a look. Before that, we need to create a camera to make sure we focus on your avatar's face. So now I'm going to add a camera. And then I move my mouse cursor to here and drag one more. Just for the camera view. I click here to activate the camera's view. And then I select the camera. I press G to move the camera. I press Z to just move up the camera. And I rotate the camera to focus on this avatar. Then I move it up again to make sure I can focus. Rotate up to focus on the face. Then move again. Right. Just make sure you focus on the avatar's face. You can switch it to local. It will be better sometimes. Local. So if you already have this camera, when you try to play, we want this camera to keep on focus on the face. So we need to attach this camera on the avatar. So the camera, I can press S to make it look smaller. It doesn't influence the view of the camera. I just want it to look smaller and attach on the avatar. So now the camera is here, then the model 01 is here. We want to put the camera under here. So first I click the camera. Then I hold the shift, click the skeleton and try to press Ctrl P. Then I click object. Now the camera already under the skeleton. Then I try to play. You can see now this camera, it will keep on focus on this avatar. Focus on the face. At this time, we can try to create the lip sync, the talking animation. The first step, I push this up. And then here, I choose to duplicate one more, like this. So both, for this one, I select the video sequencer, and then I add a sound. For this time, it takes a prompt to import this voice. I copy this location, Ctrl C to copy, and I press here, Ctrl V and press enter. I double click the voice. Now, the voice already imported.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
Next, we are going to click this avatar and make sure you choose the blend shape. Scroll down. The blend shape is at here. Go and find the mouth talking, the mouth opens here. FZL mouth open. Then at here, we open the graph editor. Make sure this environment you prepare like this. So click the mouth open. Scroll down. Under the value, you can see a dot here. Click the dot. Then it will generate a key at there. Next, I'm going to click the channel. Make sure I click the key first to select this key. Then I click the channel. And then we want to bake the F curve. You expand this, click here. You have to make sure you click here first, go to the channel. You should be able to see the bake sound to F curve. Very important. Then select the same location to import your audio file, Ctrl C to copy, and then paste it here, Ctrl V and press enter. Now import the wave. Now you try to play again and check the lip sync. Will it open the mouth? Alright, now you can see open the mouth already. This is the sound.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
And now you can see actually the mouth is not bigger enough. It's not big enough to see. Play.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
So how to let this avatar to open the mouth bigger? You can see the maximum value here. It is like 0.3. This peak. So we want to adjust this. You drag this down to see, and drag it up to make sure you can see number 1. This is very important. make sure you can see number 1. Because the maximum value should be 1. But now you can see the peak is only 0.4. It is not open bigger enough, right? So we need to make sure we select it and unbake the curve. Click the channel, unbake the curve. And then we are going to edit this curve. We press A to select all, and then I press S to make it bigger. But we don't want to make it wider. After you press S, you have to make sure you press Y to make sure you only make it taller, like this. Then check. After that, you press A. You have to make sure the red line is at 0. You press A and press G to move up, but it's only up, so you have to press Y to only make sure it move up, like this. Make sure the red color line is at 0. But it is still not number 1, but you can try to check.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
Now it is okay already. We just check here. This is high, so try.
Hi.
High. So now here, just check it.
My name is Jayla.
Yes, the lip sync is already there. Here.
I am from Blender.
Now everything look perfect. Now this avatar already have the lip sync. That follow the path. I already show you step by step. You can make it. It is really easy. Next, I'm going to show you how to just render the video. Render as a video. Before you render a video, you have to make sure you put some lights. Click here. This is how exactly look after render. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to render the video. Now, it is very dark. Put some lights here. You can just click add light. Maybe you can add sunlight like this. And how about the direction of the sunlight? We can check it here. The angle, the direction. Wait. The angle. Or if you want to make it look brighter, maybe you can just use the spotlight. I delete the sunlight. Just add the spotlight. Then make it up. This is the location of the spotlight. You can increase the power. The power, I just put 1000 and look at the effect. Maybe 10,000. And then I can change the direction of the spotlight. Now we try to see the animation. This one I put maybe 5,000. 2,000. 3,000. Look until you feel comfortable. This is the whole animation. Try to play.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
Alright, now you can see a little bit of the laggy just because of this is not the final render. So now I'm going to try a final render to let you see. And this spotlight I'm going to duplicate one more in different direction. Control C and Control V. move it to another direction.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
Right, to have a final render, I click here. First, change the resolution. By default, it is HD 1080p. The resolution as demo, I'm going to put it really small. 640 times 480 to make it really small, because this is just a demo. And the final output, it is going to save inside the temp folder. It will be here. This is the location. Wait. And then the file format you want to render the video, you choose this FFmpeg video. It is going to render as a MKV file. Next. Click render, render animation. Now the rendering process is starting. Check the timeline. This is the progression. It is going to render frame by frame. Render frame by frame and end up at 250. End up at 300. Just have a look. If you cross it and close this, the render will stop. So you don't stop it, just let it run until finish. Now it's almost done. It's almost done. It will end up at 300. So just wait for a while, a few seconds, done. Check your video. You can just right click here, check the File Explorer, go to this PC, or you can go to C TMP. The video is at here. This is not. So it already rendered as an MKV. At this moment, you have to faster rename this, because if you render the next video, the same range of the frame, it is going to replace this. So I rename this as video 01, and double click, check again. This is exactly the video. So if you have the video editing software like Premiere Pro, for example, Premiere Pro. So now you can see no voice at here. It is really simple. You can settle it just by using the Adobe Premiere Pro or any other video editing software. I'm going to add a voice into that. And because of this is just a few seconds, it is really easy. First, in Adobe Premiere Pro, I click a new project. I browse the location to save the new project, and I will save it here as well. It doesn't matter. Select. Then the name, I will just name this as a video 01. Next, in the Adobe Premiere Pro, first I will just drag in the video into here, the project. Drag here to import the video, the MKV file. But if failed to import the MKV file, we have a check. Sorry. So you have to make sure you convert it to become the MP4. To convert it to become the MP4, just open the any video converter. The any video converter, this is a free software. I want to convert this MKV to become MP4. I choose the MP4 here. MP4, the video size original, I click convert now. This is a free software that you can search in YouTube, AVC, any video converter. Now, you can see it already converted to MP4. I drag it here, close. Next, I can drag the MP4 into the Adobe Premiere Pro and drag it to here. And where is my voice just now? The voice is at here. Drag in the voice as well. And then, this is WAV, I drag it to here. And now have a look.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
Alright, so next, export this file as the final result. I click File, Export Media. To export as MP4, the format, you have to choose the H.264. Then, the output here, you have to choose the location. Exactly at here. Video 01, name this properly, 01, final. Then I click Save. I click Export. Now it is encoding the video and export it as MP4. Just have a look. This is the final video here, the video 01 final. Check it.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
So it is really awesome. You already make your own video. You can use this technique to make your own movie.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
Done. And then, next, I'm going to show you how to export the whole 3D models as FBX file into Unreal Engine 5. The FBX file, the FBX exported should include all of the material texture and also included all of the talking animations, what we call the lip sync animation, the blend shape animation, or you can call it shape key animation. You can call it the morph target animations, both. What they call the talking animation. It is simple. And the FBX file also have to make sure included the walking animations to follow the path. Everything export as FBX file and also import into Unreal Engine 5 to make it become a game asset. This is a really important skill that you should learn as a game developer. So now, it is pretty easy. This is the final step. We are going to export this out. So the first step, you have to make sure you click Object, then click Animation. You have to observe the graph. This is the graph. So if you press A, then you go to the object. You press A, you can select all. Then go to the object, go to the animation, click Bake Action, then click OK. This step is compulsory. It is going to bake everything, bake all of the animation, bake all of the morph animation, etc. At this moment, you can export as FBX for your third-party software like Game Engine, Unreal Engine, Unity, etc. But you just need to select your 3D model. We don't want to export the camera, we don't want to export the spotlight, we don't want to export this plane. We only want the model. But you can see now the model you already rename it properly. Do not see any of the armature words at here. Name this properly. Expand your model. The camera is under your model, but do not select it. You click the model, hold the control, or you can hold the shift to select the last one. We only want this part, don't want the camera. Once done this step already, next, we are going to export as FBX file. I click File, Export FBX. And as demo, I'm going to export it on my desktop. I create a new folder, name this as to Unreal Engine. To export as FBX file, you can see the path mode. The path mode is to make sure you choose copy and activate here. This setup is to make sure that all of the material texture will embedded inside the FBX file. And then take selected object. We only want your selected object. This is the selected one. We don't want the camera. We don't want the curve. We don't want the plane. We don't want the spotlight. We only want of this. Next, here, scroll down. Check the geometry. Make sure you untick Apply Modifier. And then scroll down again. Expand the armature. Make sure you untick Add Lift Bones. We don't want this. You trust me. All these steps are working properly. Don't worry. So now, the name, I'm going to name this as Model 01 FBX. I export this animation. Make sure the big animation already take. Export FBX. And then always remember to save your Blender project file. From just now until now, I never saved my Blender project file. This is very dangerous. This is very risky. What about if it suddenly jams and it is not responding until the end? Then everything will lose. So make sure you always save your Blender project file as a backup. So now I have a little bit worry about this as well, because now it's shown not responding, but maybe after a few seconds it will respond. It is just the process of exporting the FBX file. So maybe I just wait for a few seconds, refresh. I hope that it's successfully exported out. Alright, now it is really exported out, and I have to save this Blender project file. I click File, Save As. I will save on my desktop as well here to Unreal Engine. Model 01 walking animation with lip sync. I click Save As, and this is my Blender project file. Next time I still can come back here to edit it. So now I can close this file as well. So in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to export to Unreal Engine 5 as well, to make sure everything works properly. This is the real test, this is the final test. Whether it is success or a fail, it depends on the final test. So I want to prove it worked. So I will open my Unreal Engine 5 and have a look. I'm going to import the Model 01. If all the blend shape animation, the shape key animation, mouth talking animations work properly, and it is walking, the walking animation follow the curve is working properly in Unreal Engine 5, then this will prove that my methodology works. If it fails, then that means it doesn't work. So this is the critical moments, this is the final moments, the most excited moment to test it. As a game developer, we have to make sure we can create the animation pipeline properly. We don't want it to just be like export the FBX file and finally it doesn't work, right? We want to make sure it works. I'm going to show you how to make it work as well. This is the final moments. The Unreal Editor, the Unreal Engine 5. It can be any version of the Unreal Engine 5. It can be Unreal Engine 4 as well. So as demo, I'm going to just create a fresh new game project, a third-person game project. I click Create. Now the Unreal Editor is creating a fresh new game project, and now it is still loading. Just wait for a while. It is just a few seconds. We have a look. So now it is still preparing the shader. So just wait for a few seconds until you can see everything bright. If you see everything dark, that means it is still preparing the shader. Now almost done. But at this moment, you can just make sure you open the content browser and create a new folder here. I name this as model01. I'm going to import my model into here, the model01. Then next step, I'm going to import the model01 into Unreal Engine 5, drag and drop into model01 folder, and then wait for a while. Now it is going to pop out a import options. First, you make sure click expand the advanced, then import the morph target. What is the morph target? The morph target is another terms, the synonyms of the blend shape, the synonym of shape key. So always remember these three terms, they are the same. The morph targets, shape keys, or blend shape. You have to make sure you import it. Otherwise, the lip sync animation won't work. You have to make sure, take here. And then next is the animation. Make sure you take import the animation. The animation length, you have to make sure you select animated time. Now you can click import all and wait for a while. It is importing. Once it's successfully imported, it is going to pop out a message log. You can just close it. Now, I just have a look. The model01 is already here. So we are still waiting for all of the shader. You can see all of the morph targets, all of the shape keys already imported. We just check it whether it works or it doesn't work. For example, the surprise. So we just wait for a while. Now it is still preparing the shader. It is still loading the shader. Alright, seems it all worked properly. The sorrow, the angry, the angry brow, fun, joy, done. Alright. Now you can see all of these materials are not yet set up properly. You have to set it up manually in your Unreal Engine 5. But in this tutorial, I'm not going to cover how to set up the material in Unreal Engine 5. This is another topic. But in this tutorial, we just want to make sure that the shape key animations and the body motions, the walking animations are work properly in Unreal Engine 5. So we just want to test the animation sequence. Close this first. And check for the animation sequence at here. Double click and check it. Now you can see the curve is at here. This is the open mouth curve. And we just want to have a look. That means check this curve. At this moment, the 3D avatar never opened the mouth. We just check it. Yes. The mouth is closed. Now, if like this, at this moment, open the mouth. See, yes, it opened the mouth. It all follow the curve. These are the lip sync. And we check it in general. Is this avatar will follow the curve just now to open, to walk. And then turn. This is turning. Then follow here. Yes, everything worked perfectly. So this animation sequence and this 3D model already become your Unreal Engine 5 game assets. I drag it into the scene and try to play this third-person game project. Now you can see it already work as an NPC in your game like this. See, this is really your NPC. So everything already well tested. In this tutorial, I already fully show you the full course of the animation pipeline just by using the Blender 3.6. Create a body motion, walking animation follow the curve, the path. Create the lip sync talking animation by using the shape key animation. And convert your voice, convert your audio file to become the curve. And animate the shape key, animate the morph target. Finally, I also already show you how to render a final video like this.
Hi. My name is Jayla. I am from Blender.
And also, I already proved that all of the animation that you created in Unreal Engine, Finally, I already proved that all of the animation that you created in Blender, the FBX exported from Blender are worked in Unreal Engine 5, some of the game engines, and everything worked perfectly. You can make your own game assets, and that is really easy. You can learn it within an hour, that you can become the modeler to help your game developer project. Right now, everything worked perfectly. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. If you love my videos tutorials, if you feel all these tutorials are very helpful to your 3D modeling, 3D animation, and 3D game developing, you can subscribe to my YouTube channel and also turn on the mini bell and select all, so that when next time I publish a new videos, tutorials, or sharing, you receive a notification immediately. See you in my next video. Enjoy! Happy 3D modeling, 3D animation, and 3D game developing. See you!